Today, you've joined hundreds of established and emerging writers who are discovering ways to reach their writing goals and have fun by being more curious, creative, and productive. You're listening to Ann Croker, Writing Coach. This is episode 255. You've spotted another writer's typo. Now what do you do? As writers, we spend countless hours crafting and refining our work to perfection. We labor over word choices, sentence structure, and the perfect flow. Despite our best efforts, even after a pass-through Grammarly, typos slip through. As writers, we tend to spot them in other people's projects, even if we miss them in our own. How do you react when you spot a typo in someone else's writing? Do you assume that they're unprofessional and lose faith in them? Or do you extend grace and understand that mistakes happen? One time I spoke with a professional in the creative space who said if she sees a typo, it's an automatic unsubscribe. Seriously, I exclaimed, you don't even give them 3 strikes? No, that's it. I unsubscribe on the spot. Now, I strive toward excellence and I aim for perfect prose, but if I'm in a hurry or make a last-minute change, I miss details. I'm sure you've noticed in blog posts and emails. Well, I told her, I suppose you aren't on my list because I send out notes with errors sometimes. She shrugged. That's her personal rule, and part of me respected the high standard she set. The other part of me craved grace for my shortcomings. As I said, even the most meticulous writers miss typos from time to time. In my rush to click publish, I'll skip a step in the writing and editing process. For example, I try to allow time to run my emails and blog posts through Grammarly. Then I look at the clock and realize I'm out of time, and I trust my eye to catch any issues. And sure enough, those are the days a typo slips through. As a writer striving to produce polished writing, I need to establish a process that slows me down long enough to follow through. As a reader spotting typos in other people's work, I hope to offer the same grace I long for from others who spot my mistakes. One of my online friends is a proofreader, and her discerning eye caught errors on my everything page. Instead of instantly unsubscribing and unfollowing me, she reached out with a gentle tone and kindly listed each one. It was a gift. She understood that typos are human. Better yet, she offered her expertise to make my work stronger. And when it comes to typos, context matters. Typos in a casual email or social media post, for example, aren't as concerning as typos in a published article or book. And please don't judge my writing ability when we're texting. Between autocorrect and fat fingers, my messages are a mess. Writing to family and friends is one thing. Writing for the public is another. And we can take steps to catch embarrassing blips before they're released to the World Wide Web. Proofreading is crucial to the writing process and ensures that polished work. The first place to notice issues is when you're writing. Microsoft Word, Apple Pages, and Google Docs, they all track grammar and spelling issues with little squiggly lines. So after revisiting what they've marked and making any changes, you can run your final draft through a program like Grammarly, ProWriting Aid, or even HemingwayApp.com. Then read it aloud. Vocalizing each word will catch problems that our mind skips over when reading silently. And for high-stakes projects like queries, pitches, book proposals, manuscripts, consider hiring a human editor and proofreader. Now, not every project warrants that much attention, but relying on self-editing means some of our work will miss a letter, a word, or a phrase. We'll use its with apostrophe S where we should have used its without, or your Y-O-U-R instead of your Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Unless you're asked to edit or proofread someone's work, overlook their misspellings or misplaced modifiers. I mean, feel pleased that you recognize the error. After all, it means you're developing an editor's eye and ear. But when we approach typos with grace, we connect with other writers as human beings. Maybe, if we know the person well, we can mention that we saw a minor error and want their work to shine. That way, they know we value the person behind the writing, not just the words on the page. That's how I felt when my online friend reached out. The way she emailed me, I could tell she wasn't scolding or shaming me. She was supporting me. We can offer ourselves grace as well when we realize we sent out our writing with a glaring mistake. Don't beat yourself up or see yourself as a failure. You're an active writer daring to share your work with the world. The only way to avoid public typos altogether is to never click publish. Let's strive for clean, quality prose while extending grace to others and ourselves when an error slips through. Instead of seeing it as a black mark on their record, view it as a reminder that a real person sits on the other side of the screen. Yes, that fallible writer is a real human being writing her heart out. This episode is brought to you by Your Platform Matters, or YPM, my beloved membership community that offers group coaching calls and specialized training to support writers who want to reach more readers with their meaningful message. Our upcoming training is with Becky Beresford. She'll be leading us through running a killer giveaway. We're offering my email subscribers a special deal now through June 30th, 2023 for half off the first month in YPM. So for $6, you can test out YPM, and as soon as you're in, you can jump into our community space and watch any of our archive trainings and learn from Becky live on June 13th. To get the coupon code, head over to anncroker.com/connect to sign up for my emails. And if you're already on my list, well, just head over to your inbox and look for the email dated May 18th, 2023. I'm Ann Croker, cheering you on as a writing coach in your ear everywhere we may meet, at my website, here on this podcast, in your inbox, over at YPM, or even in person. I'm always looking for ideas to share with you that will help you achieve your writing goals and have fun by being more curious, creative, and productive. Thank you for being here.